Hey traders, how's it going? Happy Sunday. Hopefully you all had a great weekend and closed off the week really well. It was a traumatic week. There was a lot of ups and downs, and we went up past the 200K mark. Then we came crashing back down to 180,000. Then we went up to 200K just about again, then down to settle around 190,000 actually. We're at 190,000 as of this weekend, thanks to some pickup at after hours. So today, if you read the description before you came in here, we are discussing the picks from last week and the picks for this coming week, AMC, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, see where they are, where they're going, and a really hot tip for everybody that I'm going to show you in some charts here. So first off, if we go in, I'm going to see if I can share my screen here. How do we share? No, there's no share, huh? Pop out. All right, well, I guess I should have figured this out before I got on here. So if you want to follow along with me, I'll post some updates later on in the live, but I thought we'd be able to share our screen here. And let me see how I can hijack this. Well, I guess not. So you're going to have to follow along with me in your accounts. So there's no studio share screen. Come on. Okay. Well, nevertheless, if we go into our accounts, you'll take a look at some of the picks from this past week. We had ZOM, IDEX, Ideonomics. We had ZOM and Zone Medical. We had Apple. We had CCIV as far as pivots away from AMC and GameStop while they're doing their thing. Now, AMC, just to tackle the elephant, basically jumped down to we were looking for the 650 range, is down 680, so we bought more. We went back in for about 1,000 or so shares. We still have 20 different options that we've had since $2 and $4 range that we've been holding on to, and we're going to keep holding on to those, and we're just going to trade the ups and downs with the extra 1,000 that we just bought. So we sold off our first 2,000 when Robinhood tried to hijack everybody and manipulate the stock market and crash the AMC and GME shares. So we sold out of our position then, and not our options though. So we kept our options open. We sold out of like a couple of them, but the majority we kept. And we're just buying in on the dip. So tomorrow, watch for the rise, then buying on the dip, then go ahead and watch for the rise again. And what it should happen is it'll rise at the beginning of the day, dip, you can buy here, it'll rise back up again, and then trail off. If the stock's going to run again on that second rise, it will shoot up much higher and keep going. So just what I'm going to do is set trailing stop losses. And then once that stop loss triggers of, let's say 25%, because it's kind of volatile, I will buy. Then it'll go back up, and I'm going to set a shorter trailing stop loss of maybe 10 to 15%. I may change the strategy, but on that second rise, but probably about 10 or 15%, just in case it doesn't go back down and it keeps going up. So that's what I recommend for you as well. If you go and follow along with me, IDEX looks like we crushed it. So hopefully you bought that stock with me. If you go check out another one of our picks, IDEX is up 1.72%. It was up a lot higher, 10%. I think we said trailing stop loss, sold out some of it. And we're looking to get back in on the dip. Then we have, let's see. Oh, ARK. We put our money into ARK as a safe investment. That's up 8%. CCIV option, or no, regular shares are up 33.58%. Hopefully you followed us on that. And what else? CLNE. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in the last video. I'm not sure, but we're up 15% there. VGAC, we bought a little bit in. It's basically even. We're waiting for the dip. Silver is unfortunately went up and came back down. Should have sold a little higher there. Fuel cell from the previous week is up 38.6%. Let's see. Doing this. Now, what I want you to do, if you're following along with me, is I'm going to give you the hottest stock tip for the next 6 months. So if you'd like to follow along with me, simply go ahead and look up CVSI. That's CV Sciences. It's a CBD company, actually here in San Diego, California, where I am. And then also take a look at CWBHF. That's Charlotte's Web. So CVSI and CWBHF. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you something that is happening with these stocks. You don't look at what's happened recently. It looks like it's going up and it's doing great. Take a look at the 6-month mark and then let me know if you can see a pattern. So if you go ahead and just go into your charts at either TD Ameritrade, Robinhood, if you still use those pirates, WeBull, or Fidelity, Vanguard, any of those. Take a look at CV Sciences first. It's not as noticeable, but you can see an upward trend. There's new bottoms and new highs. Now, and we're talking about new bottoms that are negative 50% and new highs that are 100% up from that negative 50%. It went from around 40 cents, I guess 80%, 40 cents up to 60 cents, and came back down to 50 cents in January and rose back up now to almost 70 cents and then back down again to 55, and now it's back up. So watch that. It's at 63.5 cents now. And I bet you that thing is going to just soar over the next couple of months. And if you want, you can buy in, buy out, buy in, buy out, and ride that wave, because it's every few days. It doesn't even have to be a day trading event. Now, take a look at Charlotte's Web Holdings, which is a bigger competitor to CV Sciences, but CV Sciences is right behind them. So they're going to trade sometimes opposite, but the trend lines are the same. But they trade, like, one will be up while the other one's down and vice versa. It's very interesting. So in October, that was at $2.50, rose up to $3.50 just about. Then it was at $3 and rose all the way up to $5 recently. They came back down to just above 3 at $3.50 again, all the way back up to 5 and down to 4. I imagine it's going to go up to $5.50 again, and it's going to come back down to $4.50 or 4. That'd be the perfect time to get in before it goes back up to $7 and $8. And that's what we're going to do. So you can expect that happening possibly this week. So this week will be an awesome time to get into Charlotte's Web as well as CV Sciences. If we can, hopefully they're going to drop before Cannopy Growth gets their earnings report. Or I'm sorry, they have a meeting coming up this week, because in that meeting, you're going to hear from Cannopy Growth and how great they're doing. And that's going to set all these other CBD stocks on the rise. Another one to look out for is Elixinol. That one was also a high-performing stock. And if you look at any of these stocks, you go back a year or 3 years ago, go back a year because they're all fairly new. A year and a half, rather. They're up. Charlotte's Web was up in the $20 range. Let's check out CV Sciences. I believe CV Sciences was also in the $20 range. So they have so far to go. I mean, oh no, I'm sorry. CV Sciences was in the $6 range. But still, we're talking about 63 cents right now, which will eventually go back up to $6 once the reopenings start happening. Those stocks are going to skyrocket because of the Biden administration and because of the openings. So if you haven't already, go and check out our SIG, subscribe, go sign up for WeBull. We're not recommending Robinhood anymore. We're waiting on our referral link for WeBull. If you want to support the channel, sign up for Robinhood, get free stocks, and then get out of there. We don't recommend them. We also have some of our free trading courses at starttrading.com. You can go learn how to trade. And then, of course, check out our updates, Twitter, Instagram, etc. Subscribe there and like this video. Smash the like button. Share it with your friends, because we so far have had, except for IPOE and SLV, we have had a very good track record this last month of 30 to 100%, depending on the stock. And IPOE and SLV are just kind of trading sideways right now. So those are going to have some growth opportunities for sure. So follow along. Oh, and before we go, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is having a big meeting, or they just did, and you are going to see a run on Bitcoin. So you may see a dip and then a run, but if you have been paying attention, all the cryptocurrencies are up. And you'll see in our SIG, we have eToro, if you're a US client, recommended. I'm going to share my screen for that as well, but in a recorded video since I can't do it now. But eToro, we're up $2,000 in the last 3 days off of our 20 grand or 19 grand we had invested. So we had taken 19 grand, put it into the eToro copy trading platform, and the traders were copying, generated us already 10% returns on that money. And prior to that, we were already up 10%. So we about give or take 8%, $3,400 right now trending. It was up higher this morning. And Dogecoin dropped a lot of their value over the last week, but has shot back up now to 8 cents. So we had gotten in on that on the rise, 3 cents, 4 cents, 6 cents on the previous rise, and it dropped back down. Then we just held on, bought a little bit on the dip, about 1,000, and we have sold off half of our position, and we're going to sell off a little bit more today. We're going to keep about $1,000 worth of Doge because it may drop back down, but it may rise. So we're just going to let it ride, see what happens. There's not a lot of science behind the Doge. So we just know that there's a lot of bent up buyer's market out there. So thank you for watching. Go to starttrading.com, get your free courses, sign up to some of our programs in the SIG to support the channel, and also to make yourself a lot of money. And appreciate you watching. This is Mark Bauman. Have a great Sunday, and look forward to the trading week ahead.